Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy, man. For today's video, we are going to be reacting to Kendrick Perkins' NBA Mount Rushmore. And apparently, according to the title, Magic Johnson is going to be replaced by Steph Curry in his Mount Rushmore, man. And I thought it'd be something worth talking about a little bit. We're going to watch this for a little bit. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it because I do think that the NBA Mount Rushmore is different than, like, the greatest players of all time. Like, Curry can replace Magic, but I think you can still say Magic is a better all-time player. Or you can say Curry's better. Like, that's fine, too. Like, I have no issues against that argument whatsoever. There's even been times where I've kind of leaned towards it myself, man. But let's see what Kendrick, JJ, and this guy has got to say.
Pretty good stat on Kerr. That's impressive. Hey, we're back with J.J. Redick and Kendrick Perkins.
Who are you?
Perk.
Who are you?
Again.
Oh, need your name, man.
The disclaimer is they still have to win one more game to get to the finals, but no one's ever come back from 3-0 down. We know this, so looking good for the Warriors. If they get there and they win,
obviously this was a few days old, by the way.
For Steph Curry and his place in history.
All right, here we go.
Hey, Dan, JJ, I need y'all to keep a cool booty on this one. And
all right, cool booties.
The hell I'm about to say, okay?
Booty flakes.
When it comes down to Steph Curry, if he goes on to win another championship along with a Finals MVP,
yep, he's the Finals MVP.
It's going to put him in the top 10 conversation of greatest player of all time. 2 is going to move him as the #1 point guard to ever play the game. And think about this.
Okay, so he is going as far as saying, like, the best point guard. Okay, so that's how he's viewing it. When I think about the Mount Rushmore, I think about, like, transcendent. Is that a word? My speech teacher would bitch slam me right now, man. Like, seriously, like, oh man, transcendent. There we go. Thank you, speech teacher. Back when I was a little mini flakes, that helped me with these get through these big boy words. But yeah, I think of it as just like guys that have changed the game, and a lot of players have changed the game. Magic Johnson did change the game and was something so new and unique to the point guard position. But then eventually LeBron came along, and while LeBron wasn't a point guard, he's a point forward. Like, LeBron is a point forward, plain and simple, man. Like, you can call it like it is. That's how he was for the majority of his career. Michael Jordan and just his GOATness factor, man, and just the athletic guard that just, like, I mean, when you think of basketball, people think of, Michael Jordan is who you think of, right? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and just the master of the skyhook and just the master of the post position and the center position and just being able to have the skill set he had that which really set up success for centers for years to come. Like that, like there was a time where the game of basketball was dominated by if you had a really good post center. And then Steph Curry came along. And Steph Curry changed the game completely to the aspect of not only did he change it with the three-point shot, but he showed that's the optimal way to win. And he's dominated that field too. So, to replace him with Magic Johnson, because Magic, LeBron, their styles of play I think is pretty similar, man. I think it's a better comparison than LeBron to MJ, if I'm being honest. Just like, I think that Kobe is more MJ than LeBron is MJ. So I think it's cool to take Magic off and put in another player that has changed the game in a modern way and dominated it today. And that's how I look at it. Man. So let's see what else they got to say about this.
I want you to think about this. Steph Curry, Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Wilt Chamberlain are the only players in NBA history to win multiple championships, multiple scoring titles, and multiple MVPs.
Yep.
Steph Curry will imprint and be now on NBA Mount Rushmore. When you think about a generational talent that has changed the game.
I don't think it's about that personally, but
at a point guard position, he made shots that would put you on the bench cool again. And think about this. His 3 championships, who were they won against? LeBron James. And Steph Curry has been a disruptor, breaking up happy homes. You think about the 3-1 lead that the Oklahoma City Thunder team blew against them, and all of a sudden he broke up Kevin Durant.
Sure, he beat down JJ a few times too in his day.
him to have to win the championship. So look, with Steph Curry, the green-eyed assassin, if he goes on to win a 4th NBA title with a Finals MVP, Forget the top 10 list. Forget the greatest point guard of all time. He's going to be on the NBA Mount Rushmore, period.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Mount Rushmore is 4 spots, as everybody knows. And,
Yep.
But Kendrick's got he's got his money where his mouth is.
I think it's got to be viewed differently though. Because it's easy that we talk about like our top 10 greatest players of all time, right? But like, just the Rushmore just seems so much different, man. Just I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Am I stupid for thinking about it like that? I try not to like group things in too much because at that point you just become redundant when it's like you got like lists with different titles but they all mean the same thing.
Told us who he would bump off Mount Rushmore to put Curry on there, and the answer is Magic Johnson. So JJ, I don't know if you can see this. He's got Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, and now Steph Curry. This assumes 5 more wins from Steph Curry and the Warriors this in the coming weeks. But what are your thoughts on that?
We're all getting a little ahead of ourselves because I think the Celtics are going to win the championship. But anyways, all right. Steph's already a top 10 player to me and should have a Finals MVP. Look, he's the only guy that's averaged 25, 5, and 5 on a winning team in the Finals and not won MVP. He's done that 3 times. He should have won in 2000.
Damn, Jerry West got one for losing.
Top 10 player, and he changed the game. I agree with all of that. When we talk about the Mount Rushmore, those guys are ultimately judged by MVPs, Finals MVPs, and championships. Magic's got 3 MVPs, 3 Finals MVPs, 5 championships. Kareem has 6 MVPs, 2 Finals MVPs.
Okay, I mean, I'm in the wrong with. I guess I'm in the wrong with this here because like I see how I like view it and like I don't know, like it just seems redundant. Like I look at the Mount Rushmore as like the people that have shaped the league into what it is today, not so much about the accolades. Like I do think the accolades are important. Like you can't say Curry changed the game and he just like never won any championships. Like that wouldn't make any sense. But like he does have the success to back it up. But I think it comes more to that. Like it has to be more than that.
Championships. He's not bumping those guys off if he wins more and wins one more Finals MVP. Yep. Look, I think he's in that next tier already. When we talk about Wilt and Bill Russell and Larry and Tim Duncan, Kobe, of course, Shaq, like those are the guys that are in that mix for spots 5 through 10. But to me, Magic is still going to be number 4.
That's fine.
JJ, let me tell you something. First of all, this is not an individual sport like boxing and tennis where championships define your legacy. This is a team game. Now, championships help define your legacy. But when you look at his
man, Kendrick Perkins talking to JJ Redick like he haven't been in the damn NBA for like 15 plus years. Like, come on, like this man's been around the NBA. I think he knows basketball's a team game.
Individual greatness. When you look at him being 6'2", not being able to live above the rim, not being an athletic freak of nature, and doing what he's doing, the pure dominance that he has put on this game from his shooting ability, being the greatest shooter of all time. Like you said, averaging 25, 6, and 5 for his career at the point guard position, changing the game of basketball forever.
That's true.
How can he not bump somebody out of the Mount Rushmore?
I mean, the argument JJ can have here is simply just like there have been a lot of people that have come along the way that have changed the game. But I don't know. I have no issues with like modernizing it and like paying like respects and just like making those differences. And like I said, I think LeBron and Magic are so similar that I'm okay with something different to represent Mount Rushmore instead of 2 of like the same thing in a way.
So caught up in the NBA championships, and I get all that, right? They do matter. They help enhance a person's legacy.
I think I'm on Team Kendrick.
This is
Damn.
a team game.
I've been saying, Perk, for the last 7 months since I signed a deal with ESPN that basketball is a team sport and players are not just defined by a championship. I am so sick and tired of ring culture. Unfortunately, when we talk about the Mount Rushmore, that plays a major role, and you know that, Perk. And, of course, Steph changed the game, but his size has nothing to do with whether or not he deserves a top 4 spot on the Mount Rushmore. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, in a way, it kind of does, I think. Because I think about, like, Magic Johnson and, like, he was a 6'8" point guard that had these Showtime moves that nobody's really seen before. And why was it impressive? Because it was a 6'8" tall ass player doing it. Why is it impressive with Curry? Because a short ass, dude doing it. I mean, and Curry ain't like Muggsy Bogues or nothing like that. But I think seeing Curry and his story, coming out of Davidson and falling in the draft and stuff like that, I think does play a little part of it.
Why doesn't? Why doesn't? Tell me a guy that's been that dominant at that size that changed the game. He's been dominant at what he do. We haven't seen a guy like Steph Curry ever. His size.
You're right.
Matters.
We have not seen a player like Steph Curry. He is one of one. I agree with you on that.
So his size do matter.
Oh, whoa. Know what that video was. Okay, but no. So basically, I think the best way to summarize this is just like the MVP award. Everybody has different meanings behind it. Like, there is not an official rule book that says this is what the NBA Mount Rushmore has to be, and this is the criteria. Just like with any other award, basically, in the NBA, when it comes down to it, man. So I'll look out for this video. I thought it was interesting. Hopefully you guys found the same level of interest. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.